It will be a plus for Nigerian youths if Tinubu wins. That was what Daddy Freeze said before the election. And today, he's making a U-turn. Nigerians, take a look at this.
Any other government, I supported Omoyele Sowore, and I know a lot of youth supported Peter Obi. They probably will have had to do the same exact things that this government is doing. The only difference is they will have served as the anesthesia while this economic surgery is going on. The youths were more connected to people like Peter Obi. And what did they stand to gain from Peter Obi? They would believe that, oh, whatever he's doing it in our best interest. The suffering might not have been in any way better. The only thing I believe a younger leader like Omoyele Sowore or Peter Obi would have done is gain the confidence of Nigerians in diaspora. Now I'm not talking about the big companies. I am talking about the young man in Canada who's earning $100,000 a month, a year, I beg your pardon, and wants to bring that money to invest in Nigeria. The young nurse who's earning $70,000 a year in the United States of America, wanting to bring a chunk of her money to invest in the future of Nigeria. I'm talking about the billions of dollar revenue in the hands of young and average Nigerians in diaspora who don't love being in diaspora but want to come home. But come home to what? A younger leader like Omoyele Sowore or Peter Obi would have given them that confidence. That confidence, in my humble opinion, is what I see is lacking in this current government.
Tinubu don't finish Nigeria, and most people that supported him during the election are now making U-turns. I tell you, the hunger in Nigeria is biting on everybody. Listen to the reaction coming from this mama.
So if you see Tinubu now, what you go tell him?
Make come, make I say akorokoro. Make it come, make I ask me and you will start down. I say me I go start with her. No be woman baby. No be woman be. Tinubu na Tinubu. If the Tinubu you they go. Me I do. That Tinubu say fa. Foul. Na idiot be. Every idiot. You are silly. You are silly. Tinubu no guys. They say that Tinubu day at the hungry. Tinubu day, I not fit to train my children. Tinubu day, I not fit to do like this for store. Quack. Make a hungry day. They tell me about Tinubu. Tinubu, I'm gonna knock better. I'm gonna knock better. Tinubu, there you go. Tinubu, I'm gonna knock wire. I'm gonna knock Tinubu. Inside the take in the wire. Battle set up for Tinubu. Battle set up for Tinubu. I got it made. Don't get the money now. I be waiting. You know, gases. Bassesi. I can any change. Collagbalari. Tinubu. Collagbalari.
I'm happy to be back to my fatherland. And Nigeria should expect a very intelligent ability to think and perform. Nigeria should expect that the help they needed is here. The hope that is almost teetering is back, and back actively. And we hold every effort to the country of patriotism, dedication, capacity, and ability to do the job. Not negative thinking, not the fact that Nigeria has failed.
So guys, this report is going to shock you that even Aso Rock is owing NEPA bill. I mean, Tinubu's Aso Rock couldn't pay NEPA bill, and the company that supplies them electricity is threatening to expose them and to disconnect their light source. Nigerians, this is scary. Listen to this report for yourself.
A leaked utility bill from the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company revealed on Monday that the presidential villa and 86 federal government ministries, departments, and agencies have an outstanding debt of 47 billion naira. As of December 2023, the distribution company, in the leaked memo, said it will disconnect electricity at the presidential villa and the MDAs if the bills are not paid within 10 days. Some of the affected MDAs include the Office of the Chief of Defense Staff, the FCT Ministry, the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of State Petroleum, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Information, Ministry of Education, as well as the Ministry of Agriculture, and much more. This, was released, I saw this in the Punch newspaper yesterday, and there are so many more ministries that were named there. 47 billion naira for electricity bill. What's actually going on here, Dr. Abati, in this country, really? How can this be justified?
Well, the paradox we face here is that when government breaks the law, you will have a lot of lawlessness. If government, 86 MDAs, yes, including the villa, do not pay electricity bills, what example is government setting for the rest of society? This discourse, they complain all the time that they have issues, getting bills paid, people tampering with meters and all that. Even government has been exposed as the number one culprit. Now, some of those agencies are owing up to 1 billion, which means that they've been owing. It's a habit for government to just use free electricity. The same government that is talking about encouraging the market, providing an enabling environment for every player, for every investor within the economy. So I think it's good that the Abuja Disco has spoken up. But one thing the Abuja Disco has now done, apart from publishing the names of debtors, government debtors, is that it has now given an ultimatum of 10 days. That after 10 days, if by 29th February 2024, all these agencies do not pay, it will start disconnecting electricity supply. Well, that's where in that regard, I looked at it and said, well, can they enforce their own notice? After all, some of these agencies involved, they are security units. Would they go and disconnect light from a Federal Aviation Authority? Would they go to the villa, the number one security unit in Nigeria, to go and disconnect electricity? How would they even have access? If at the office of the National Security Advisor is on that list, they will go there and take out electricity. In fact, to even drive home the point, even the Ministry of Power is owing NEPA.
Come on. Really?
Even the Ministry of Power is an electricity debtor unit.
Nigeria has
There's never a dull moment in this.
So guys, Akpabio said the protests happening across Nigeria are being sponsored. It means that these people are really disconnected from the people. They don't know what Nigerians are facing. Can you imagine them saying that people are being sponsored to protest? Who could be making such a mistake at such a time when Nigerians are really, really hungry?
You can see a lot of sponsored protests here and there, but those people are not aware. Most of those sponsored protests are not aware of the kind of efforts being made by the Senate to tackle the situation, together with the joint management team of the federal government of Nigeria. And I must say that unverified report has it that each of the state governments in the last few months have received additional 30 billion from the Federal Inland Revenue Service outside their normal allocations, from the Federation account, outside their normal allocations, to assist them in ameliorating the food situation. So we believe that every state government should utilize the funds so received towards ensuring that food is available. About 30 trillion waste and means not what President Tinubu can bring. This Senate will not rubber stamp anything that we feel is not in the interest of Nigerians. And that is the reason why we are discussing. Am I right or wrong? Those who are in support of what the Senate President is saying, say aye. Those against say nay. So the expenses that we don't have details put us in the indebtedness that we have today. And therefore has affected even the ability of government to provide essential needs and services for the public. That we need to look into those things.
So guys, you have seen it for yourself. This APC, they will not finish somebody in Nigeria. Instead of them to admit their failure, in giving Nigerians dividends of democracy, instead of them to come out to apologize to Nigerians, somebody tweeted and said these people should be apologizing to Nigerians, while submitting or tendering their resignation letters. And exactly that is what it's supposed to be. But you can see them saying that the protests happening in Nigeria are being sponsored. Anyway, we've seen that most of the protest is coming from the southwest. It's coming from the Tinubu area. It's coming from the Yorubas. Let me know if it's Peter Obi that is sponsoring the Yorubas, or if it's Tinubu himself that is paying them to come and protest against his own government. So it's just for you to know that these National Assembly people, they don't even know what Nigerians are going through. They sit down and talk from day to day. No outcome from their discussion in that National Assembly. Look at Nigeria is crumbling and they are going home with fat salaries. Anyway, they said Nigerians are being sponsored. Possibly it's Tinubu who is sponsoring them. And that is why the Igbos have said they don't want to join this protest. Because when they join this protest, they will become the scapegoats. That is one of the reasons why the Igbos have been cautioned not to protest. They will become the scapegoat. Luckily for us, most of these protests are coming from the southwest. It is good that the people are now rejecting the Milocon. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.